Today, we're going to be covering the 4 secrets to a 10K month as a copywriter, and I'm going to be giving you everything you need in order to scale there predictably. First of all, though, who am I? Why should you listen to me? Am I even qualified to be talking about all this stuff? Well, my name's Morgan. I'm a copywriter from the UK. I've worked with dudes like Sebastian Giorgio. Last month looked like this for me, and some good days have even looked like this. All right, now this is what's possible when you have the right things in place. And today, we're going to be going over those fundamental foundations that every copywriter needs in place. Okay, so without further ado, let's get straight into this and cover the 4 secrets to a 10K month as a copywriter. Now, as I said, there's 2 ways that you can make 10K a month as a copywriter. There's the hard way, where you're too busy to enjoy your money. You're constantly working. You've got a bunch of clients that don't respect your time. You're stressed 24/7 because you're balancing all these different client communications, Slack channels, different, offers, and all these different things going on in your head. You've got clients like this fucker that leave after a month, and then you have to do everything all over again. You've got to do the outreach, you've got to jump on the Zoom calls, and that's long. No one wants to be doing that, right? The reason why this happens, though, is because there's no systems, there's no clarity, and people are just forcing it on pure willpower. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been there. My first 10K month was like this, and it made me question if I even wanted to be a copywriter, because I thought that hitting this glorious 10K month was going to be the thing that I was looking for. It was in a way, but it wasn't like this. All right, so now we're going to get into the easy way, right? The way where you still have free time, where you can travel and enjoy life, where you still enjoy your work and you're actually fulfilled and you like working with the clients you've got, where clients retain. As you can see here, this is like the same retainer month after month after month after month, even with little bonuses and extras. All right, we've got no drama. As you can see, 0% dispute activity. That's one of my favorite screenshots from my Stripe, where you can earn more and work less. Like I said, those 17K months, like I was doing a lot less work than the months where I made 5 grand a month, right? And it's because of optimized systems, leaning on AI, and we're going to get into all of that. All right, so let's get straight into the 4 secrets. All right, so the first one that we need to work on is your offer. All right, what do you actually do? Are you an email list manager? Are you just an email copywriter, social media manager, social media copywriter, long form copywriter, short form copywriter, VSL copywriter? Like, what is it you actually do? Let's get clear on at least one service before you try become full stack and nail everything. Pick one service, one offer. What is that offer? Okay, and the way we can think about this is, what problem do you actually solve? Are you booking more calls for a client? Are you helping them like drive more revenue and collect cash? Are you just driving leads? Like, what is it that you're actually doing? And how do you do it? I'm sure we've all seen this Alex Hormozy delivery cube. And if you haven't, you've got some homework to do. But is this one-to-one? Is this one to a group? Is this one to many? Is it do it yourself? Are you doing it with them? Is it done for them? Like, how are you delivering this? What do you actually do? How do you do it? Get clear on all of this, because these are absolutely crucial fundamentals that most copywriters overlook because they just want to get to the money quickly. And the funny thing is that doing these things is what gets you to the money quickly, not copying some template, not just watching one YouTube video and thinking, oh, 10K a month. Like, no, we want to build these foundations, because once you've got stable foundations, we can scale predictably and you can actually rely on the cash that you're getting in month on month, and we can work less and earn more. All right. So you don't want to skip these. Now, the next secret, very, very crucial, is your ICP, your ideal customer profile. So who are you actually selling this to, right? Who is this for? Is it for coaches? Is it for consultants? Is it for personal brands? Like, get clear. Who is this actually for? Because, you don't sell shoes to a man with no feet. All right. You want to find a hungry market. You want to find people that are actually going to benefit from your service. So you're not forcing this down their throat. You're actually presenting them something that they need, and they're like, how much? How can we get started? Right? That's how all my sales calls are. There's no objections. They just want to get going. They want to know how we can work together. And that's because I've got an offer that provides a solution to a specific person. All right. So who's this for? And why does your offer actually help them? Is it saving them time? Is it making them more money? Is it relieving stress? Like, we want to be this complement to a business that does all of those things. We want to take weight off their plate. We never want to be a headache. We want to save them a bunch of time. We want to make them a bunch of money. If you can do all of those things, you'll stay around for a long time. Now, the third thing, though, is what qualifies them for your offer? Do they need a bunch of followers? Do they need an offer already making money? Do they need money to pay you? Hint, yes, they do. Do you want them running Facebook ads? Like, there's a bunch of things that you want to qualify someone on. There's requirements from the client side for them to have in order for them to be able to work with you. Because if you're just taking on anyone, then it's not really a reliable system or a process that you can predict. Therefore, we can't scale it. Okay, so simple scales. So let's get a simple qualification process, a way that we can highlight if someone is actually worthy of our offer. Okay, so just to recap, you need to get clear on your offer, and you need to get clear on who that offer helps. Now, the third secret that, again, no one is talking about is your offer fulfillment. All right, not just chucking words in a Google Doc, throwing it over and hoping that the client's going to be like, yes, let me pay you for the next year. No. All right. What is your actual process? How do you guarantee results? And is it scalable? So, for example, for my social media management offer, I have the same Notion board, which has everything in it already. Okay. So, my process, I have the process here. I'm going to find viral creators and add them to my creator list. I'm going to use those viral creators to swipe viral ideas and place them here in the idea thing. When they're ready for scripting, I pull them over, and anytime I sign a new client, I just duplicate this page and add the client's name on it. So yes, it's scalable. I can manage this process for one client or for 10 clients, and it's no stress. All right. How do I guarantee results? Because my process is proven to work. So if you don't have a fulfillment process and you're just like throwing shit against the wall and hoping it sticks, then you can't wonder why you're not scaling predictably, because it's different every single time. I want you to have a set process that you follow. All right. And that's how we can actually guarantee stable, reliable, and predictable income, is because we're following the same process that's proven to work. Now, the last thing, and again, this is probably the most crucial element, because if you can land one client, you can make 10K a month. Problem is, most people get stuck on their time management. All right. So your time management is super, super crucial. How are you going to handle your client communications? What's your reply window? Are you replying after 24 minutes? Are you replying after 24 hours? Are you talking to them on WhatsApp all day? Or are you just speaking to them on Slack that you've got on your laptop, not on your phone? You need to come up with these, because essentially we want to work out how much time it takes with each client, so we know how many clients we can take on. Now, we don't want to drop quality for that. We always want to deliver amazing results, and I'm a big believer in slowly raising your baselines rather than just spiking and getting to 10K in a month. And it's because of things like this. I want to retain clients and I want clear communication channels. So personally, I've had clients that pay me a lot, but they speak to me all day with long voice notes, this, that, and whatever, and so my hourly rate's actually lower. Or I've had clients that pay me a little bit, but I speak to them once a month and I do work very quickly. And therefore, my hourly rate is through the roof and I'm earning more while doing less. So we need to get clear on that. And I'm going to go over that in a second. So, how can you optimize your tasks? How can we make sure that we can actually deliver good results without dropping quality, but in a way that suits us as well as the client? I'm a big fan of Notion. I love Notion, but also AI. Like, we're in the world of AI now. It's not going anywhere. Don't be scared of it. Actually use it to complement your service. Don't let it outsource your thinking, but use it to just take those, time wasting tasks away from yourself. Now, let's get back into this time element though. So, how much time does your offer actually take? So, here's some things I want you to work out. How many hours per day does this client need? How many days per week does that client need? Therefore, what's your hourly rate? So if you're working 40 hours a week or 40 hours a month, whatever it is, for X amount, you want to divide that amount by the hours and see what you're actually worth, right? See what your hours are worth. Therefore, you can work out how many hours a week you actually want to work, right? Because once you've got that number, say you only want to work 40 hours a week, and if each client takes 10 hours a week, well, you can have 4 clients. Therefore, your offer needs to be worth 2.5K, 4 clients, 10K a month. These are the actual fundamentals and the foundations that everyone's skipping. You go straight to the outreach template, but you're not building these foundations that make that outreach actually work. Okay. Now, understanding all this as well will give you all the systems and processes to actually be able to talk to a client with conviction, so that when you're on a sales call with them, you're the obvious hire. All right. But look, we've covered a lot of stuff today. Now, I go through this stuff with my personal clients, and it's what's allowed, people to close Charlie Morgan, people to close Richard Yu, real killers in the space. And these are both young dudes. The only reason they were able to do this is because they were clear on their offer, their ICP, they knew how to fulfill, and they could manage their time. Now, if you want the same thing, feel free to book a call down below, just a quick 15-minute no pressure chat to see if we can download the same systems for you. We can go back and forth on your offer, your ICP, and get clear on all of that. And, if you want to go check out some more testimonials and stuff, feel free to go have a look on my other channel, because I'm documenting all of this over there. And if you want to be my next case study, make sure you book a call down below. And until the next one, take care.